Los Angeles, the city of angels, a sprawling metropolis that captures the imagination of millions around the world. It is a name that evokes images of endless sunshine, golden beaches, and the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Los Angeles is not just a city, it is a global center for entertainment, culture, and innovation, a place where creativity knows no bounds. The city pulsates with a unique energy, a vibrant heartbeat that resonates through its streets and beaches. It is a place where dreams are made, where the impossible becomes possible, and where every corner holds a story waiting to be told. But behind the glitz and glamour lies a rich and complex history, a tapestry woven with diverse cultures and experiences. Los Angeles is a city built on contrasts, a place where the old meets the new and tradition blends seamlessly with modernity. It is a place where immense wealth exists alongside grinding poverty, where luxury and hardship coexist in stark juxtaposition. A city where breathtaking natural beauty contrasts sharply with sprawling urban development, creating a landscape of endless fascination. It is these contradictions that make Los Angeles so endlessly fascinating, a city of endless stories and infinite possibilities. These contrasts are woven into the very fabric of the city, creating a rich tapestry of life and culture. From Spanish Pueblo to its rise as a sprawling global metropolis, Los Angeles has always been a city of transformation. Los Angeles has always been a city in constant flux, evolving and growing with each passing decade. It is a place where people from all walks of life come to seek their fortune, to reinvent themselves, and to chase their dreams. This essay will take you on a journey through the rich and varied history of Los Angeles, exploring its many facets and hidden stories. We will delve into the key events and influential people that have shaped this remarkable city, uncovering the layers of history that make Los Angeles the iconic city it is today. Long before the arrival of Europeans, the Los Angeles basin was home to a thriving indigenous population. The Tongva, also known as the Gabrieleno, were the primary inhabitants of the region. They were skilled hunters, gatherers, and fishermen. They lived in villages scattered throughout the area. The Tongva had a deep spiritual connection to the land and its resources. Another prominent tribe was the Chumash people. They lived along the coast and on the Channel Islands. The Chumash were known for their sophisticated maritime culture. They built sturdy canoes called tomoloos. These canoes allowed them to navigate the treacherous waters and trade with other tribes. For centuries, these indigenous communities lived in relative harmony with their environment. However, the arrival of European explorers in the 16th century would forever alter the course of their history. In 1542, Portuguese explorer Juan Rodrigues Cabrillo, sailing under the Spanish flag, became the first European to set foot in what is now California. His journey marked a significant moment in the history of exploration as he navigated the uncharted waters of the Pacific coast, documenting the rugged coastline and its potential for future expeditions. Cabrillo's expedition marked the beginning of Spanish interest in the region. The Spanish crown saw the potential for expanding their empire and spreading Christianity to the native populations. This initial exploration laid the groundwork for future expeditions and the eventual colonization of California. However, it would be over 2 centuries before they established a permanent presence. The vast and remote territory posed significant challenges, including difficult terrain and resistance from indigenous groups. Despite these obstacles, the Spanish were determined to extend their influence. In 1769, Spanish soldier Gaspar de Portola led an expedition north from Baja California. This journey was arduous and fraught with difficulties, but it was a pivotal moment in the Spanish colonization efforts. Portola's leadership and determination were crucial in navigating the harsh conditions and establishing a foothold in the region. Their mission was to establish a string of missions and presidios. These were not just religious outposts, but also centers of agriculture, education, and trade. The missions aimed to convert the native population to Christianity and integrate them into Spanish colonial society. These outposts were meant to solidify Spanish control over Alta California. They served as strategic points to defend against potential foreign incursions and to maintain order within the colony. The establishment of these missions and presidios marked the beginning of a new era in California's history. Among Portola's party was Franciscan missionary Junipero Serra. Serra was a passionate and dedicated missionary who played a significant role in the Spanish colonization efforts. His vision was to create a network of missions that would serve as the backbone of Spanish presence in California. He would become a key figure in the Spanish colonization of California. Serra's efforts were instrumental in the establishment of the mission system, which became the cornerstone of Spanish colonial strategy in the region. Serra founded the first Franciscan mission in Alta California at San Diego. This mission became a model for others that followed, serving as a religious, cultural, and economic center. The success of the San Diego mission encouraged further expansion and the establishment of additional missions. He would go on to establish 8 more missions, including Mission San Gabriel Arcangel in 1771. Each mission played a vital role in the spread of Spanish culture and influence, as well as in the development of the local economy through agriculture and trade. This mission would play a crucial role in the development of Los Angeles. The area around Mission San Gabriel Arcangel became a hub of activity, attracting settlers and leading to the growth of what would eventually become one of the largest cities in the United States. The Spanish period saw the introduction of new crops, livestock, and technologies to California. These innovations transformed the local economy and landscape, laying the foundation for California's future agricultural success. However, it also had a devastating impact on the indigenous population. The arrival of the Spanish brought profound changes to the native way of life, disrupting traditional practices and social structures. European diseases, forced labor, and cultural disruption decimated native communities. The impact of colonization was profound and often tragic, leading to significant loss of life and cultural heritage among the indigenous peoples of California. Section 4. Mexican Independence and the Birth of Los Angeles. In the early 19th century, Spain's grip on its American colonies began to weaken. The vast territories that once seemed firmly under Spanish control were now experiencing growing unrest and a desire for self-governance. Inspired by the American and French revolutions, movements for independence sprang up across Latin America. These revolutions ignited a spark of hope and determination among the colonized people, who yearned for freedom and the right to govern themselves. Mexico finally achieved its independence from Spain in 1821. This monumental event marked the end of over 3 centuries of Spanish rule and the beginning of a new era for the Mexican people. California became part of this newly independent nation. The transition from Spanish to Mexican rule brought about significant changes in the region's governance and societal structure. It was during this period of transition that Los Angeles was officially founded. The establishment of Los Angeles marked a significant milestone in the region's history, laying the foundation for what would become one of the most iconic cities in the world. In 1781, under the direction of Governor Felipe de Neve, a group of 44 settlers known as Los Pobladores established a small pueblo near the Los Angeles River. These settlers were a diverse group, including individuals of Spanish, Native American, and African descent. They named it El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora, la Reina de Los Angeles del Rio Porciúncula, which translates to the town of Our Lady Queen of the Angels of the Porciúncula River. This name reflected the settlers' deep religious faith and the importance of the river to their new community. This lengthy name was eventually shortened to Los Angeles. Over time, the city grew and evolved, becoming a vibrant hub of culture and commerce. Life in early Los Angeles revolved around agriculture. The settlers relied heavily on the land for their sustenance and livelihood, cultivating a variety of crops to support their growing community. The fertile land and Mediterranean climate were ideal for growing crops like grapes, olives, and citrus fruits. These agricultural products not only fed the local population, but also became important trade goods. Ranching also became an important part of the local economy. The vast open lands surrounding Los Angeles were perfect for raising cattle, which provided meat, hides, and other valuable resources. Large cattle ranches, known as ranchos, were granted to influential individuals by the Mexican government. These ranchos played a crucial role in the economic development of the region, shaping the social and economic landscape of early Los Angeles. Section 5. Becoming American, a state forged. The Mexican-American War from 1846 to 1848 marked a turning point in the history of Los Angeles and California. The war was sparked by a complex series of events, including the United States annexation of Texas and its westward expansion. American forces, under the command of General Stephen Kearny, quickly occupied key cities in California, including Los Angeles. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, signed in 1848, officially ended the war. Mexico ceded a vast territory to the United States, including California. This land grab would have profound consequences for the future of the American West. Los Angeles, once a sleepy pueblo on the fringes of the Spanish Empire, was now part of the United States. In 1850, California became the 31st state to join the Union. The discovery of gold at Sutter's Mill in 1848 had triggered a massive influx of people to the region. This gold rush transformed California from a sparsely populated territory into a booming state. Los Angeles, strategically located on the coast, benefited from this rapid growth. Section 6: Iron Horses and Booming Industries. The arrival of the Transcontinental Railroad in Los Angeles in 1876 was a momentous event. It connected the city to the rest of the nation by rail. This connection had a transformative impact on Los Angeles. Goods and people could now move more quickly and efficiently across the country. The railroad fueled an era of unprecedented economic growth in Los Angeles. New industries such as oil, citrus, and manufacturing flourished. The city's population exploded as people from all over the world flocked to Los Angeles in search of opportunity. The late 19th century also saw the rise of tourism as a major industry in Los Angeles. Promoters advertised the region's sunny climate and beautiful beaches. They attracted visitors from the colder eastern states. This influx of tourists led to the development of new hotels, resorts, and entertainment venues. Section 7: Hollywood Dreams: A Star is Born, but with its abundant sunshine and diverse scenery, proved to be an ideal location for filmmaking. Pioneering filmmakers, drawn by the favorable conditions, flocked to Southern California. In 1910, D.W. Griffith filmed the first movie in Hollywood in Old California. This event marked the beginning of an industry that would become synonymous with Los Angeles. Over the next few decades, Hollywood transformed from a sleepy suburb into the entertainment capital of the world. Studios like Paramount, Warner Bros., and MGM established themselves in Hollywood. They built massive sound stages and backlots. These studios churned out a constant stream of films that captivated audiences worldwide. The advent of sound in the late 1920s further cemented Hollywood's dominance. It ushered in the golden age of Hollywood cinema.